We know it's no volume. We here. How's it sound, y'all? Man. What's up, y'all? ShopKulture. We're doing a special pop-up. You know how we do this. We come in and we do a pop-up. A pop-up is when we kind of discuss certain things that's going on. And I got these two individuals talking shop. They're fellow barbers. So whenever we can do like barber talk / insurance, talking about the importance of insurance, I'm always down for that. So I want to welcome these brothers, entrepreneurs on ShopKulture. And once again, guys, make sure you guys like and share ShopKulture live group. Make sure the live group. Make sure you guys come people's out Central Avenue Pub this Sunday 5 to 8 for the meet and greet. Anyways, let's introduce everybody on the set. We'll start on
I'm Marquise, go by Keith the Barber, and man, I'm cutting hair for about 12 years in April now, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And bumped into my guy Jeff, and I've been knowing Jeff for a minute though, and I was just tapping in, checking with everybody, seeing how everything's going.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me that he got into the insurance game, so now we're here. I think I've been in about a month now, and we're making things happen. And trying to educate those who are unaware of life insurance, because ain't nobody taught this to us growing up.
And absolutely, especially when you're in the barber business. I've been fortunate, been in the business for 20 some years, and I was blessed that I had a father that knew about it and had clients that educated me. So this is a step up, and it's great to hear these brothers really know what they're talking about. So I really hope that people are going to watch and kind of really focus and hear what they're saying. Introduce yourself, my man.
What's going on, y'all? Formerly known as Jeff the Barber, now it's Jeff Term Only Irons.
Okay.
The biggest deal is,
Heavy on the term.
all the time.
Come
man.
on.
Term only, man. Term only.
Term on. We definitely got to talk.
Yeah, term only, man. No whole life ever.
Okay.
The biggest deal was, I got to the hair game by mistake when I was 12.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for some extra pocket change, and I grab some clippers out my dad's, under his sink, and some WD-40 to use them to sharpen them up, and it took over from there. And by the time I was 17, in school and in the salon, interning and getting things done. So, but what turned me on to this was, it wasn't even about the insurance at first. One of my clients was sitting in my chair and asked me, he said, "Jeff, man, you've been cutting a long time. How long can you do this? How much longer can you go for it?" I said, "I got about a solid 20 in me. I'm 33 years old and be done by the time I'm 55.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Well, what you gonna do afterwards?" I said, "Man, I don't know. Keep the salon, have the barbers, everything jumping from there, right?" And so he hit me with he's like, "So Jeff, when you gonna really start you a real business?"
Okay.
And I got insulted. I was in my feelings. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Tony Delgado. I was like, "What do you mean? I am running the business." He said, "Jeff, if you don't come to work, you don't make no money.
Yes.
That's not a business. That's a job you created for yourself."
Yeah.
And he said, "I'm gonna show you how to really build a business, and I'm gonna build it for you."
Okay.
And that started, in 19 November, and here we are. A year and like 7 months, 8 months later. 29 licensed agents. Over 50 people in training. Hey, you showed me how to build a real business. So when I go to sleep, I'm still getting paid. The insurance thing was something I learned to take pride in just a little bit later.
Mm-hmm. I think it's always important to have several streams of income.
Yes.
And always make money when you sleep, and that's the best way to make money.
Woman taught me that, man.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's for real stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I was cutting hair on the side, and I was working at an HVAC company at the time. And I wasn't saying, I'm not going to say I was comfortable, but, I was able to move a little bit more, while having it, like you said, different sources of income.
Let's talk about insurance, because I think it is so important. It's so important in our community. And I was going to say this, the lack of. Why? Why don't we think about insurance?
I feel like it's, two things, right? a lot of times, what I hear in the industry is when you talk about like, if I get that, I'm just saying that I am going to die. I'm putting a hex on myself.
Mhm.
Well, the only thing in life is guaranteed is death.
Come on.
I mean, we all got plenty of partners between these barbers that ain't paid no taxes ever in their life.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Mhm.
But death is the only thing that's promised, not life. It's
Yeah.
not a guarantee that you're born.
Once you're born, yeah.
And a lot of people look at it as a bill.
Yep.
You know, something that's just unnecessary to be paying for.
Mhm.
I can't afford it. But the truth is, you can't afford to die either.
Man.
So, you got to
Once
make
you're
some
gone,
choices.
Yeah, because once you're gone, you got other stuff left over that people still have to take care of, like
your family, usually,
your family, your house.
It's just wrong when you see those GoFundMe, because that's like the worst thing to me when you see that, and the person didn't take care of the business. Because
Right.
ultimately, that's what it comes down to.
That's
exactly what it is.
But it has to go to also in our culture,
Yeah.
the working class, underinsured.
Mhm.
My mom and dad be like, oh, we're going to have, 50 grand, 100 grand. That's not about to do nothing. That's a year income, So learning what really needs to be put in place in order to sustain. I'm not talking about leaving your family filthy rich. If
With
that's what
millions,
you want to do,
right.
hey, that's up to you. But the biggest deal is
It's attainable, though.
that's it. There's two deaths.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, right? There's the death of the person. You can never bring them back.
Mhm.
And there's a death of their income, which life insurance is put in place to replace.
Yes.
So if you don't understand those things, it's just the education. But you got to have an open ear.
Okay.
But people don't buy a company; they buy the person.
Yeah.
Usually when they see this, they see somebody, fully suited and booted.
Mhm.
I came dressed down today just so people understand it doesn't have a look anymore.
Yes. Okay. To me, information
Doesn't
should
have a
come
look.
wherever it comes from. You
Right.
you attain it. I didn't know it had to be a suit.
Yeah.
But I do hear that though, right? For some reason in our head that somebody's dressed like or car they drive. I'm like, okay, that's not really it's gonna give me money. They might have money, but I want to get some money. So
That part.
It's 2022, man. Everybody tattooed down, dressing different, but like you said, as long as you're obtaining that knowledge and you're able to spread it, that's what it should be about.
man, absolutely. Well, let's get on just some basic knowledge about insurance.
Mhm.
We were talking earlier before we went on. We were talking about the difference in insurance. Can you maybe educate and tell the people what are they?
All right. There's only two types of insurance.
Mm-hmm.
I know people say there's several, different types.
I've heard that too. I've heard there's several, but
There's only two types.
Okay.
So you have cash value and
Mhm.
term. All
Okay.
right? Cash value is something like, you think of, the things our grandparents would get us when we were kids. I'm not going to say anybody's name or corporate.
Mhm.
So you got that, which would be whole life,
Okay.
variable life, variable index life, universal life.
Okay.
All that's cash value. So what that stands for is this, the meaning.
Mhm.
You have a death benefit, okay,
Mhm.
and you have a cash value.
Okay.
Cash that's accumulating over time,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That's the one I
So
like.
now that death benefit's
Sounds
here,
good, right?
Yeah.
and that cash is literally growing. But
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a story. I'm gonna put it in
Oh,
layman's
snap.
terms, right?
Okay, because I have heard that about 15 years ago when somebody was telling me about it, they were saying universal life was the way to go because of the cash value that you can cash out at
Yes.
a certain time. I think it was 15 years, 20 years. It was like 3 different ones. I'm not sure how true that was.
It's different.
Okay.
First things first, when you grab a whole life policy, cash value, the first year or two of the policy, if you die, your family gets nothing.
Yeah.
But the
yeah.
premiums
The
back.
premiums back. Yeah.
All right.
I'll tell you a story about that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We all
Okay.
got stories. So,
Stories.
my grandparents passed away in 2020.
Mhm.
All right. Now they grabbed the policy back in the 60s, for $10,000 a piece.
Okay.
And that was a lot of money back then, right? Sizable amount. Now they had whole life, cash value.
Okay. So you have whole life here.
Yeah, they
Okay.
have $10,000 in premium, not premium, but death benefit.
Mhm.
And then they have their cash value, right, which is growing over time.
Mhm.
That money's feeding. So you're paying one price for two products, two vehicles. Okay.
Okay.
One price for two vehicles.
Okay.
You got your death benefit,
Yeah.
and the rest of the remainder cash is going
Cash.
into the market,
Yes.
money market. Now let's fast forward to 2020.
Okay.
Right? Over 50 years
Yeah.
of having this actual policy. Now, with that money being in the market, how much money do you think they accumulated over that time?
Should have been something. Some good. Huh?
Yeah. About $7,000 a piece. That's it.
Oof.
So the biggest deal is this, right?
That's not a deal.
That
Ooh,
death
that's
benefit.
Wait, hold on.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna give you the facts.
Okay.
That death benefit of 10,000, your cash value can never exceed it. Ever. Can never go by it. That's the trick of the game.
Wait, hold on. Repeat that again for
Okay. I'm gonna say it slow for the
Yeah.
people in the back.
In the back.
$10,000 death benefit, $7,000 cash over 50 years being in this policy. Okay, I need y'all to grab your notebooks. I'm gonna give y'all some real game. All right. The cash can never exceed the death benefit, no matter how long you have the policy.
Look it up too. This is all
It's
facts.
on the paperwork.
All facts.
Now get this right.
That
So
paperwork is a lot of stuff.
No, it's easy to read. It's hidden.
It's easy.
It's easy once
easy
you know.
if you know.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, it looks like the Matrix.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
they put you in it. I'm gonna
Put
tell
you
you that
up
much.
in there for real.
So say
It's
that's
easier to do GoFundMe. GoFundMe.
No. We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
take
give
your
you the
brothers and
real.
sisters out of the GoFundMe.
So did this. That's 17 grand altogether, right?
Mhm.
Now, out of that 17 grand, my grandparents got the 7. So each passed.
Okay.
Gave it to my, my family members.
Okay.
So that took care of the service. But the $10,000 the insurance company kept. So you're paying one price for 2 vehicles, but you only get one, and they get to decide which one you get over time.
Most of the time, it's going to be the lower value.
You lower value.
Sometimes they give you the higher depending on the company, but depending on how long you had, that's what they're going to give you.
Oh, wow.
Now get
Okay.
this, right? Now, that's just how it goes. Now, say they touch that cash, right? It's their money,
Mm-hmm.
okay? You touch that money, it comes out in the form of a loan. So
Yeah.
put it like this. We all go to the ATM. We about to go get something. We each grab a note out, $100.
Yeah.
Imagine a bank giving us a call saying, hey, we see you took $100 out of your checking. We're going to charge you 6 to 8%
Yeah.
on that $100 that came out of your checking. Your money. How would that make you feel?
I'm mad.
I'm be hot. I'm not giving you nothing.
Yeah.
We're going to clear everything out, and I'm gone.
I might go up in the bank and go,
I'm going to be in my feelings.
you right.
Physically.
Right.
Now, you get
Bro.
there, but it's the same thing with what the whole life is. The
Okay.
cash value is. If you touch the money, it comes out in the form of a loan.
So it comes out basically.
So you have to pay interest, and
Yeah,
interest
interest on it.
compounds, man.
And aren't you taxed on it?
It's tax free, so they claim, but you're
But
paying the interest.
your
The
interest
interest
is-
makes the
that's-
tax. The
that's-
interest
yeah.
is the taxes
It's tax,
away.
yeah.
All those little hidden words you don't see.
Yeah, I read that in an article too, and everybody, you're really taxed. I'm like, damn, that's kind of
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
That's
They going to
crazy.
tax me on my money.
okay.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
I'm saying charge me interest. They take it's a loan. It really is a loan.
It's a loan.
So you touch that money.
I understand.
Say if you don't pay it back in time, usually most of the time they want it back at the end of that year. You got to keep up with the way it's
Okay.
going. You got to read the fine print.
Okay.
All right. You touch it, they're going to take that amount of money out of the cash value that you touched, and when you die, they're going to take that plus the interest, and then you don't really get anything. Maybe $900 to $1,200
And so we're
out of that type of situation.
okay.
So the cash is not only something you can use it as the long-term care act. That's what they're selling people. This whole life stuff.
But
Right?
this,
Yeah, but
this
isn't
is
that-
the trick too.
Okay,
though.
hold on. Okay, yeah, go
My
ahead.
bad,
go
my
ahead.
bad.
Get up. I want
You're
to
throwing that word term in there, so people, because I'm talking to people all the time, I'm like, well, I have long term. There's difference still.
Will you say the difference? Won't you tell? Because a lot of people don't know.
Okay, so I'll give the Washington State Act, right? We'll just speak on that. People say, here's the facts. It's $36,000 that you have to have, for at least 10 years in order to receive the amount that you're going for.
Yes.
But it's still cheaper to keep that in state than what they're going to give you outside as far as that.
Absolutely.
Right? Now, there are real long-term care companies that actually provide this.
Okay.
The people that actually stand, this is what all they specialize in.
Mhm.
And they were going under till now, but I don't know if this will be, a global thing, but I'm in Washington State. This is what they're doing. And people think, well, I need to hurry up and go get my own. All they're going to do is sell your whole life and call it, long-term care.
Exactly.
Because of the cash, but there's nothing there, man. And people go out knowing this, right? And it's sad because, you talk to people, I know I'm straight. And as soon as I read the paperwork, Marquise was there, he seen me read paperwork, and it'll literally depress you. I'll send you into a whirlwind, but believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Okay.
That's real.
You know what I mean? That's this game.
So what do you think about that act?
Which part?
The long term,
Long term, yeah.
The thing is this, it's in place.
it's in place.
You have to have it here.
Mhm.
Unless you're 1099, opt out, you can. But have the proper things in place, right?
I understand the meaning behind what they're trying to achieve. I don't know.
So here's the
It's
deal. I'll put it like
helpful,
this.
though.
Okay, let's put a few things in order. Let's get everybody's mindset on track here.
Okay.
Have you bought a car from the dealership?
Mhm.
You, my brother?
Yep.
Yep. All right. I have to. Now, when you grab those keys, what do they make you show before you can drive off the lot?
car insurance.
Car
insurance.
insurance.
You got to have insurance.
You have insurance.
Full coverage too.
Yeah.
You got kids?
Yeah.
We all got kids. When you walked out the hospital with your children, did they ask you, do you have life insurance?
No.
So what's more important, the car's life, or your life?
That's real.
I want y'all to see where they actually put us. I'm talking about for anybody. This goes for anybody.
Doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter your color.
Black, brown,
Yeah.
don't matter.
So that's the biggest deal. You know, I just want people to see the difference of where they're putting us. You know, and it's wild to see. You know, in any cultures, you talk to different things, and some people can't have life insurance. You know, based on religion and different things.
No,
Like that.
yeah, or pre-existing health conditions too, right?
But the thing is, a lot of that's too late. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if a lot of that stuff that was handled as a child, they can't take it from you. You know what I mean? Well, who we represent. But yeah, man, I mean,
It's crazy too because also people in the military,
Mhm.
people who work state jobs, people that work for like Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, thinking they're covered, right? I'm gonna tell you guys a little story too.
Well, they're not covered.
They're covered,
it's
but
accidental.
this is exactly accidental.
Accidental.
They say they only cover you an hour to work while you're at work and an hour from work.
Okay.
Now, the extra money that you see in there, there's a such thing as a face value.
Yes.
There's a guaranteed amount that you'll get. Now, the riders are dismemberment,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So that's why you see people working in warehouses, different places, they lose a finger, a piece of a finger, you get a check for that.
Yeah.
So basically, you got to fall apart to get the whole thing.
Yeah.
You see?
The more you lose, the more you get.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
For real.
Man, I am in the wrong business.
So yeah, that insurance, and then people, well, I'm covered there. Nah, because how many jobs have you switched? I know most of you people,
Well,
most
you
folks
can't.
ain't even kept a job for a year or two.
You can't take that with
You
you.
can't take it with you.
It
It's
stays
gone.
there.
When
Yeah.
you're retired, it's
It's
gone.
gone.
You know, I talk to state employees all the time and read through this stuff. I'm good to go, and I know I'm
Mhm.
like, all right, put 1,000 on it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's-
Yeah.
I'm saying,
Hey,
you
he
really-
do
you wanna
too.
talk all that stuff? Okay, I got a stack. I'm bringing in all hundreds in the envelope. If you can prove me wrong about what I'm saying, I'm gonna give it to you. But I want mine to have it on the table, and we'll make that choice.
Okay, he's telling y'all.
Hey,
So give it to you real, never fake.
I want the paperwork.
Bring
Pull it
the
out. I don't want to
paperwork.
hear no hearsay. Pull out the paperwork.
He said paperwork official over here.
Money on the table.
Man,
Let's get back to the two different insurance. Now, did you tell us about the other form of insurance? So,
oh, we're saving that one. That was that's the beauty
Oh.
term.
term.
He got it in his name for a reason.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, now it's getting real.
So a term is an allotment of time that you're actually covered.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, the biggest deal is how long. Everybody said, well, that's only 20 years,
Yes.
30 years, 35 years. That's not enough time. I said, well, here's the deal. You're saving money in this whole life thing, so you think, which isn't enough time either,
Mm-hmm.
right? You're not making any money in it, so let me show you this. You get this term, and what you be paying this astronomical price.
Mhm.
Okay, let's take the difference because term is way cheaper.
Mhm.
Let's take the difference that you have and let's invest it in a Roth. Let's put it in a mutual fund. Let's let this money really go.
Yes.
And not only that, I'm gonna teach you the real rate of return. I'm not gonna have you in no 4%,
Yep.
6%.
Oh, people love the 4%. They get happy with 4%.
But the thing is, they don't understand the rules.
I'm not getting that.
Do you know the rule? Can we tell? So,
Now the games to be sold. You want to know? Come on,
Go holler at us.
So you know that's the thing, right? You got to know what your rate of return is. And a lot of people think that because they're investing on the job, right? They're matching you. They think of that. No, that's not how much money your money's making you.
No,
Exactly.
Your money should always work harder for you than you do for it.
Absolutely.
And you know that's I'm gonna leave.
You don't have
that
to have an MBA for that, or you shouldn't, right? That should be basic.
You know what's crazy, man? It's called the banker's rule. I'll give you that hint.
Mm.
But I guarantee you go on the bank and ask the banker, they don't
They
know
don't
either.
even know either.
Mhm.
And if they don't, you need to get up and walk away.
Real quickly, guys, this is ShopKulture. It's a pop-up. We're just brothers talking some insurance. Chime in. If you guys got questions or anything like that, or comments about insurance, man, this is the time. You know, yes, ShopKulture, we talk relationship, but we also talk some business stuff too. So this is good to have you brothers
Thanks for having us out too.
Oh, man, no
appreciate
doubt,
it,
man.
man.
Everybody can
Appreciate
do on
the
this.
opportunity.
on this. So when we're talking about insurance, because that's the thing, people do see it as a bill, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're in your mid-30s, early 40s. You haven't had insurance. You're trying to get your life kind of on order, trying to get your finances in order. How can somebody go and get insurance, obtain insurance? Is it too late?
Never too late.
Never too late.
Okay.
Never too late.
First
Now,
off, you want to holler at either Jeff. No.
Hey, I was trying to give it to you. I didn't know that.
He'll be through it. Now, definitely you can reach us, on our pages, Facebook.
I will put the information on our page. Make sure you look these brothers up, and I will definitely put it out there. But on a serious note, because we have people that are starting to understand finances, and now they want to get insured. They have kids, right? They might have just bought their first home, so that they have an asset there. They're trying to maintain. So
a lot of times people go to the most popular place, that they see the commercials for, whatever this be it, thinking that they'll bundle it with their car insurance. There's no such thing. There's no such thing.
Bundles.
There's a bundle. Bundles aren't real. You know what I mean? But the biggest,
sounds good.
It does.
Right,
it sounds nice. And the thing is like people don't understand, why are you getting life insurance with somebody who specializes in car insurance? You know what I'm saying? That's not their lane. That's like, what would be an analogy, man? Going to the masseuse to get a haircut.
Or to the dollar store to get some Jordans.
You know what I'm saying?
Went there.
So the thing is, people don't know what to do, and most of the time they're not going to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get out and find these folks. We have to have these talks. And the shame is, to be honest with you, now our faces are out here in public. Now we can't. People know we calling about. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
it's not a scam. I had people hit me with, "Is this a pyramid scheme?" Nah, I'm not no pyramid scheme. I'm not your scam. I'm not. My Facebook, Instagram did not get hacked. This is me, live and direct, trying to help educate you brothers and sisters.
Isn't that a shame that how we already have preconceived notions without at least listen? I'm gonna say at least listen. You can make a decision after you listen.
Yeah, after you listen.
Another thing, when you go and grab these things, private companies are private for a reason. They don't have to disclose.
Yep.
You definitely want to go the publicly traded route.
Okay.
For those that don't understand what the publicly traded route is, stock market.
Mm-hmm.
S&P 500. You want to be good?
Yeah.
1 second, y'all.
Working late.
Yeah, it's all good, brother. It's all good. So the S&P 500, publicly traded. You can buy stocks. You got Robinhood or whatever the case. Put the ticker in and boom, boom, boom. Grab what you need to grab. So
always make sure everything is a pyramid, though.
Everything is. Everything is.
Everything is a pyramid.
Now, hold up. Okay, let's talk about why everything's a pyramid. Everybody's gonna take that in. So my job in the pyramid. Well, okay, cool. So you work. First off, I want to say this to you, right? Somebody wants to be free so much that they'll pay you a certain amount so they never have to show up. I want you to eat that real quick. Now, biggest deal is this: they're giving you that amount of money. Okay, there's somebody on top of you, managing you. They're getting paid too. That's an override all the way to the top.
Yes.
To the CEO, to the owner of the company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the biggest difference, what we do, is I could be the owner of what I do. He's can.
Yep.
We all are. We all own things here.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest deal is at your job, when's the next time you'll be able to own the company? So who's really in the pyramid?
That part.
So it's not about throwing shade at people. It's about seeing where you are.
And properly educate.
And nothing should. I've known this, growing up, I'm originally from Ohio. Family members were real blunt. Nothing was really like finesse to you. This is what it was. This is what it is. Your grandma from the South, you know what it is.
No.
And so they tell you things and it feels like they're being mean, but that's the person that really loves you. The person who's coming to you telling you what's real and what isn't, they love you. Another thing I want to spit, to people, which is real, when you have an opportunity in your hand, everybody gonna hate for the most part. A few people say congratulations, push you on your way. A lot of them say, why are you doing this? Why would you do that? And the biggest deal is the bills you still got on your counter. Which one of them picked something up and paid it?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody came to help you.
Yeah.
So don't let nobody crush your dreams. You got to fight for yours. So getting covered, is covering your family.
It's a start, man.
Yeah.
Let's
Get what you can afford. Get what you can afford.
Real quick, And I like this one, man. William says, I trust a person just like you guys more than someone in a suit. Shout out, man. That's my boy, William Mark, man.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
One of my best cooks, too, man. He cooks some food. D, what's up, D? D, who knows a lot about this, want to send her a shout out. She says, so many people have no insurance. What is the percentage of people that don't have no life insurance? Do we know on top of our head?
Man, it's a good majority. I know the companies that do pay out the most in death benefits. I put it like that. I do know the average of, payouts per company.
Okay.
That's a huge deal. The highest is $280,000 per payout.
Now, are there laws?
What
Because
we represent.
oh, okay, okay. I was trying to skip over. I know somebody's gonna ask. Well, what? That's gonna come next. Are there laws? This is one of the always. I don't know. People always be like, I don't want to get life insurance because they don't pay out.
That is true. A lot of companies don't.
Yeah.
That is true. So that's the research. Forbes.
Okay.
Forbes is going to tell you who's paying out. Check out the accolades. It's going to let you know the best companies to be with. Who's paying out, what they're paying out on the most, who's not.
For real.
Get this. Now there's thousands of entities across North America. Forbes only chose 50. Not all of them are insurance either.
Okay.
Only chose 50. Check that out.
So you want people? Yeah. So
They operate with numbers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Not opinions. It's strictly numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't.
So come on, we do.
Shout out to my CPA, man. I appreciate you. So, it's huge. Check the numbers. Don't ride the vibe. Numbers.
Check the facts. But you said the car facts. Check the facts. You know what I'm saying? For real.
So let's say, like I said, somebody's trying to get priorities. They're trying to get their, because I call this a portfolio. This is part of your portfolio.
Yes.
Some people don't think so. I do. I think it's a portfolio. How important is it for people? Say, like I said, you're in the process maybe of buying a home. You have children. How important is it to go get insurance, life insurance? Is it one of those things that can wait a certain amount of time, or is one of those things that should be a priority that you get right away?
Death has no time on it. So I say the sooner the better, because if you don't get it, then you're gonna be stuck with, well, what if I would have got it, or I shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? And then now it's too late because you done probably lost your family member, or you lost somebody very close to you. And then here we go again, doing those GoFundMes.
So I'll put it to you like this, we've all seen how houses are built. When you first, before they put anything up, what do they have together?
The foundation.
So your life insurance is the foundation.
The foundation.
You showing up to the house with the roof just built. You ain't got nothing laid down. You ain't
I
got
like
nothing dug out. You ain't got the proper soil. The concrete isn't thick enough. You ain't bonded it right. And you expecting to build a home on false pretense. That's what life insurance is. It is the foundation of the build. It's going to keep everything that you built up together in place.
Yeah.
It's not going to let it fade, man.
And real quickly, that's why I say talks and discussions like these are so important, man. Because honestly, like we were talking earlier, people don't have access. Well, they have access, but they don't know how to obtain it. So coming to a barbershop, people get their hair cut. Yeah, we talk sports, we talk about a lot of nonsense, but sometimes these type of conversations are important. And so what you guys are doing is important. That's why it's important that we have these and we go out there and discuss and talk about it. And people know what they're, getting themselves into.
So with all this going on, man, and you realize how important this is, so you come to do it with us. That's what you're saying, man.
Oh, he's doing.
So since you got all this power, and all this influence, there's a lot of people that need help.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, and they're looking for someone they can trust. You know what I mean? And it's very hard to find them. Who else do we talk to more than our barber or stylist?
Absolutely. We're talking
about bartender. You know what I'm saying?
But
for real, like you and the Terry, we know it all.
Absolutely. We're talking about
everything. And I got partners, man, that we've been close years, man. Every year I try and get them a policy now, man. Whether it be records, health, I can't get them in, man. And it's hard to take because they know I'm fighting for them and they're fighting for their families to get it and stuff, and I just pass decisions that don't allow it, have some report cards, man. They take a while, man, to clear up depending on what it is. DUIs, it takes time to get people on, driving records, and just even going to sit down, for a bit,
Just to hear it.
No, I'm talking about going to jail.
Oh, yeah, we talk, yeah.
Like, all that stuff, man, holds people back, and it doesn't have a color. And that's, and when kids are young, here's the biggest deal, man. When kids are young, that's when you get them right. You know what I mean? That's when you grab something for them. Especially with us. Like, I said, the game isn't even a game. I've seen a lot of health issues come, with people that I've just signed up their children that would make them uninsurable.
I was going to ask that.
Okay. Now with us, your child's covered until 26, and after that, they're guaranteed an amount. You know what I mean? They're guaranteed, and it's a nice amount.
Wow.
And that's
part of it. It's guaranteed. So guaranteed.
No matter cancer, sickle cell, lupus, any of those things.
That's good. No, I didn't know
with
that.
us, you're guaranteed. When we bundle, it's not like that is a bundle. Like that's the real
bundle that you want.
Yeah. Like I say, certain things, as far as corporate, we're not allowed to say, but I've seen a lot, man, in these past years. I had a partner, man, that I was talking to, back a few months ago, and we was going back and forth. I still got all the messages in my phone. And like, bro, you need to get your life insurance, man. You need to do this, man. You need to do that. Cuddy, man, I got you, man. I'm gonna get it done. And we supposed to do it today, man. He's like, man, give me till Sunday. I just started working. Woo. I said, bro, every time I see you got J's and Gucci belts, bro, you can afford the policy. And he died. He got murdered. The day we supposed to do it, I was winning my son's football game. I was grabbing my wife, her coffee, and I got that call. So a lot of times I realized you got to push harder, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it messed me up. You know what I mean? I've seen it more than once in this short time that I've been in this game. And what do? You know what I'm saying? You got kids and lives and people depending on it. And you show up to these things and people feel like, I've seen it in other cultures where everybody puts up, on services. Well, who's going to take care of the kids, man?
That part.
The lifestyle that, you put in place for them. All your partners say, man, they're going to be there and help.
Oh, they put up for the first maybe year, 2 years.
They got their own responsibility. And I tell cats all the time, I say, look, man, I didn't lay down and make your family, you did.
I mean, that's the real, though. I mean, yeah.
And what I do here, to be completely honest, everybody knows what I do. I'm not embarrassed about it, none of that. Like, I'm letting everybody know. And I tell them, hey, man, you got all these nice cars, houses, different things in place, rebuilding this, adding on to this, and no insurance to where something happens to you, your folks can't afford to keep this up.
Basically, he's saying get your priorities straight.
Because I'm not putting up on your service.
For real.
If you know what I do, if you know what I do, and you still say no, I don't care if you don't get it from you. We're the best.
Of course.
They like, oh, well, you're not the cheapest.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. You always looking. You gotta find value in what you have. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why things are cheaper.
Pay for what you get.
You get what you pay for.
Quick question, because I lost, several people to COVID.
Yeah.
Would that have been an issue?
We're one of the only companies that paid all our COVID deaths.
So
we did
you
not
guys
sign
hear that? Because I've heard that from people.
We paid.
They paid. So here you go.
And I want to say, up to 14 days, right?
We're the fastest payout.
Fastest payout.
Average payout is 14 days. There's no, other business. And we don't have a war clause.
Oh.
Meaning?
Explain it.
Okay. I put it like this. You go off the war you fighting, we're the only company that's going to pay your family. Any other insurance that you got, they ain't going to pay.
Yeah.
All right? Now, even with military grade insurance.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Right? I'll home hit you with some real. Partner was in the military. Okay? He's in the business with us too. And they were having a live training. Mm-hmm. One of his comrades, passing in this training. Mm-hmm. Got hit. Now, military is $400,000 that they cover you for. The circumstances of which things had happened, they did not give his family the whole $400,000.
Wow.
So even though you think you're safe and you with the military, they control it. It's group insurance. They get to decide what you get. Everybody's like, well, I got military insurance after I was done. So every 3 to 5 years, they're going to check on you. And they're going to make sure you're healthy enough to have it. And they're still going to go up on the price. And you only cover till you're 60. Then what you going to do? You see what I'm saying? So they don't cover families. None of that stuff, man. It's just you. So you got to get something. If they're not going to cover your family, I understand, man. You give your life for your family and for the country, man. Why is it all this? Why is it all this yours? And I got the pamphlet. I can post that up if you want to see the pamphlet. I sent it to him.
Sure did. I read it too.
You know what
But he said it's not a lie. What you say? You got a band on it?
Yeah. Man, there's a lot of clauses. And put like this: insurance is a contract. There are lawyers that write up these contracts for insurance companies. So, are they benefiting the client or the customer?
Facts.
You're a customer. So, why not run with somebody who's looking to do the right thing for you and your family, man? And I remember when I first got insurance, man, and I was paying almost, like $600 a month, almost 600 some change, and I got it when I got in trouble, and I got to hurry up and get this, and I was like, I need it, and I realized how the value of it. Now I didn't even get covered that much. I think I had $175,000 of coverage. And my family, everybody's covered, so it's about $600. Now I had the whole life, cash value, variable. I had variable index. I'm like, I'm doing it, man. I'm straight. You know what I mean? I got my Roth. That's jumping. I got, this insurance is making me money. I'm gonna be rich here in a little bit. I'm gonna be solid. And when I really found out what I had, now mind you all, let's do some math. So I get just under $30,000. At the time I had it over 5 years, 6 years, 30 grand. All that money I put in, they gave me a check for 13 grand. That's it.
Sure ain't.
That's it. No money, bro.
That's
what I'm saying. So you pay
a lot of
people
people take meetings. Yeah,
the market's been jumping for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been
I was gonna say the only time it really was 2007, 2008. You had a deal.
I was good. 14 I got on. And the company whopped me.
Gotcha.
Shout out to New York Life for robbing me. I appreciate y'all.
Can you guys? One of the questions I want to have is, what is? I know it might be hard to come up with an answer, but what is the average cost?
Depends on the person.
Yeah.
Age as well. Age,
I know
health,
age matters.
and all that stuff. Yes.
Okay.
So the thing is, people think, well, I'm gonna spend this astronomical number to get covered. No, you get what you can afford.
Exactly.
We're not out here trying to rob people.
Not at all.
Nah, man. What can you grab for yourself that makes sense? And as you increase your income, increase your insurance. Every March I go up.
Okay. Is it a yearly increase?
Every year I go up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you got to do it.
My bad. Was your question asking, are you paying monthly or are you paying yearly?
No, it was just asking if I have a raise.
Okay. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It should have been yearly. Because some people get raises twice a year. Some people get.
That's true.
Some people get.
You go up when you want to go up.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the thing is go up. Don't just stay there. Also, we cover inflation for the first 10 years. We'll have to, a certain amount, but we're one of the only companies that do that. So every year we'll give you 10%. Does the price go up? Yes, it does, but it's nothing through the roof. And the thing is, people are like, well, why would I need to go up? Because inflation. Last year, nationwide, inflation rose 47%.
Yeah.
47%. How big was the raise that we got to work? Did they give anybody a 47% raise?
Probably pennies on the dollar.
Man.
For real.
So I'm just saying, think about it. Now, I tell people all this all the time. How many owners took a pay cut in the pandemic? They cut staff.
Yeah. They didn't cut their
They didn't cut their pay. They didn't cut their lifestyle. They took off the PPP loan, got all that stuff wrapped up.
You didn't
right.
Nada. So the thing is, it's huge, and another thing is invest. Have your own investments. I want to say that too, as far as with insurance.
Like several streams, have several different investments.
No, like this, right? So like you have your 401k at work.
Yep.
Everybody, what were we taught? Go to school, work hard, go to college, get a trade, raise a family. Everything's going to be okay. Your job's going to take care of you.
All right.
But the biggest deal is you don't know how much that money's growing. I look at people's stuff, you know, and see like this isn't enough for you to live here in the next 3 years when you think you're about to retire. So when people retire, most of the time they have to go back to work for a little bit, a few hours a week, whatever. That's just to make ends meet. So if you're making, let's say for instance, $5,000 a month, and you retire, they're only going to give you realistically 60%. All right, 60% of that is how much, fellas? 60% of what?
Oh, what? 500?
5,000.
5,000?
That's $3,000.
$3,000.
$3,000. So your whole lifestyle is based off of this $5,000. Now, let's include inflation. Okay, we'll say with 3 to 5%. I guarantee you that money is going to be, you know, even if it's
Nowhere clear.
Nowhere near clear. You know, that five at our age, you know, in our 30s, that's going to need to be 15, 16 grand a month to even add up to what you got now. So if you're not saving some real money and really know the numbers, you're going to be working forever.
Most people don't say.
I would say, which I know a lot of us isn't. You know what I mean?
The thing is not that we're not; it's just that we don't understand how serious it is.
Well, that and savings takes a lot of discipline. It takes effort to do. So I mean, you can.
And no, the social media don't help either.
Yeah, I know.
People try to keep up with everybody, everything. Right?
So, but guys, you know, thanks again for coming on, because this, and we're gonna probably try to continue doing stuff like this. I want to definitely get this as a part of a routine going, moving into the new year, because you know, finances, personal finance is so important, and understanding finances is another altogether. Yeah. So again, I appreciate you guys. Come on, any last words maybe for the viewers or anything like that?
This is what I want to leave y'all with. Go out there and own your own term. Own your own term, because it's very important. You know, like I said, I'm 34, about to be 35 this year, and it took me this long to really understand it. But everybody do themselves a favor, man. Just go on your own. That's what it's about. Quit letting these companies fool you, and educate yourself properly, because at the end of the day, that's a form of laziness. You know what I'm saying? And we got to stop being. Everybody always say, "Oh, new year, new me." Well, what are you really doing?
Yeah, not just about the physical, right?
It's everything, man.
I just want to leave everybody with. First off, thank you. Thank you for us on here. You know, help folks explain, you know, what's real and what isn't. Encourage people, you know, to take in stride what we say. I know, don't take it with a grain of salt.
Not at all.
Take the whole thing, pour it all over. The thing is how many people have actually came to us about this talk? It's taken this long, and we are in 2022, and we still don't understand it all, you all, in working class. So if we got this information in front of us, let's finish it up. You know, I understand everybody wants to invest, and I got this and that. But right now, I want you to know you just started investing maybe a year or two ago.
Realistically, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If something happens to you right now, is there enough put up to make sure that what you're establishing will continue? And how you determine that is this. How old is your youngest child? Mine is 5. The days of putting your child out, say figure it out at 18 or over, you know, it's about 21, 22.
Yeah, average actually went up to 23.
Yeah, you know, just really looking out, man. And I understand that not always we're for that opportunity, but we want our kids to be better than us, but we should. If I die today, I know I still got 16 years to provide for my youngest. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I base my lifestyle on, and making sure I put in place. Because nobody's going to love you like you or your family like you. You know, ain't nothing like being in a rush trying to have somebody help you raise these kids and pay these bills. You're not going to get to choose the best person. And just remember, it's your fault because you didn't leave anything in place. So they had to rush out, male or female, to go figure it out and get that help.
And that's why we have ShopKulture. We talk about this stuff with some relationships, because this is what happens. It's the aftermath when you didn't take care of your business and you got to pick the wrong partner. Come on, man. That's what we do. So anyways, thanks once again, guys, for tuning in. ShopKulture. Remember, man, to like and share ShopKulture. Thank you, fellas.
Yeah, of course. Again, Keith the Barber. Check us out.